The vision behind it is a very, very passionate client body, or client family rather, and they just believe that sustainability is no longer an option. With all our dwindling resources, our increasing population and global warming and so on, we have to make a difference, and has assembled a very passionate team around them, and it's just our goal to make it Africa's greenest hotel. And why we think we can do that is because we've got a whole host of technical innovations that are very sustainable that we're putting in. We are building the hotel in a very sustainable fashion, looking at all the materials that go in, minimizing waste, the waste that we do generate, try and recycle that, so on and so forth. And then also we are building it now to support a sustainable operation in future, making the spaces available, say for example for recycling area, and also incorporating things now that'll later on make it easier to have a green operation. For example, install soap dispensers rather than, the small guest amenities that have a whole lot more waste and packaging material. There's quite a few special features in the hotel that reduce our carbon footprint. Just a few of those would be typically our voltaic panels on the roof. We've got wind turbines in front of the main reception. We've got a green roof on top of the reception also, where we grow some plants. We'll have a free shuttle service for the guests to the Cape Town airport. But that's not just any shuttles, it's actually electric vehicles that'll transport to the airport. We've got grey water recycling system, so we use less potable water. We collect rainwater and irrigate using that water. We've got occupancy sensors that switch on and off lights only where required. Our elevators even regenerate power when they are running in the light direction, so when they're not doing as much work, gravity basically helps generate power back into the grid. And then we've got a geothermal system, which is basically a whole lot of boreholes in the ground, tapping into the constant temperature of the earth, which contributes towards a very efficient heating and air conditioning system. I believe it won't make it too much more expensive to the local consumer. I think there might be a slight premium because of some of the added capital investments that we are putting in. That's a little bit more on the business people's front than mine, but I think it'll certainly attract people. We see an international trend towards sustainable or sustainability in the hospitality industry, and seeing that we are an airport hotel, we want to leverage that and obviously we're attracting international travelers, and thereby setting a trend within South Africa, or helping towards setting a trend in South Africa and making the perception grow that even hospitality has to be more sustainable. Okay, we firmly believe that there's no contradiction or no sacrifice between going green and a certain level of luxury. Obviously, there can be extremes. Say, for example, the item I mentioned earlier, the dispensers of soaps. I don't think that's a compromise in luxury that one dispenses soap in the shower as opposed to having a small little bottle. And that mind shift is actually where we are more sustainable rather than sacrificing in luxury. But how we are getting guests more involved and more enthusiastic about sustainability are items like power generating gym equipment and a rewards scheme based on that. So the bikes in the gym would actually generate power, and if you generate enough power, I'm not quite sure what the incentive would be, but there would be some incentive of it. And also incentives around reusing your towels and linen a second day or even a third day, not using the dedicated air conditioning in the rooms, rather relying on the main system to keep you at a comfortable temperature. Then education throughout the hotel, making the technological plant rooms available and accessible to the guests, offering tours, info screens throughout the hotel, telling the guests what power we're generating and how much our water consumption, say, is being reduced. Green notes everywhere that explain our features and our passion behind it and the reasons for installing the items or the policies that we do have, and those kind of things where we involve the guests and make them passionate about it thereby.
This insert is produced by CVC Media. To find out more, visit www.cvcmedia.tv.